Created this in the 90s when I was in art school. It's Frida Kahlo, and I'm going to draw it on the back of my denim jacket. Whoa, look at that shadow. Wow, that's crazy.
He was a friend of Elizabeth the first.
Yeah.
Really?
Here we go.
Yeah.
With washable marker.
He was trying to bring a sort of Christian public in the true Protestant form, in the pragmatic form, to England.
Find that washable marker. There it is. All right, let's do this. Freehand.
He was bringing back the Egyptian ancient hermetic, which is known as the art.
And then I'll batik this in once I'm done.
Etc. He was trying to bring that back because, as you said, in the Renaissance, which was Tartaria, hence since being destroyed, having been destroyed, they Marsilio Ficino, the guy who translated the Corpus Hermeticum, he said to the world, he said, Hermes is Moses.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and we're still, you know, like, yeah, well, Moses was a Jew or whatever, and he was an actual real character. No, it's Mercury in the sky.
Yeah.
It's the god of communication, divine wisdom.
Right. There's a great story too with Ficino, where a whole host of documents had just been brought over from Byzantium, from Constantinople, after it fell to the Muslims. And which family was it, Tony? Or who was the guy who was in charge of
the Medici family?
So the Medici family, was it Cosimo?
Yes, it was Cosimo.
Yeah. So Cosimo Medici says to Marsilio Ficino, who is one of the smartest people alive, he says you have to translate these. And Ficino's like, okay, where do I start? You know, there's Plato, there's Plotinus, there's all the stuff. And Cosimo Medici says, start with the Corpus Hermeticum. And Ficino was like, what? He's like, you don't want me to start with Plato? And he said it's more important. And that tells you a lot. That's a real story. Ficino really started translating the Corpus Hermeticum into Latin before he translated Plato.
Yep.
Well,
yeah. And it's the same thing. Plato or Neoplatonism and Hermeticism are exactly the same thing, and they're the same as Christianity and Buddhism. And as you said before in your introduction, that they were all Christians. Everyone was Christian. In fact, Eusebius and Saint Augustine and Origen of Alexandria and all the church fathers, they said there never was a time when there was no Christianity. There never was. Since the universe was incepted, this earth is a Christian earth. Christ means consciousness. Chit, consciousness. It's conscious. Christ came. It's not dead. We're not zombies. So Christ did come in the flesh. Not as a person, but in the flesh.
Just got our little monkey here. Of course, I'm gonna put that in.
Use our mind in the field, in the conscious field of Christ. That's how gracious Christ is. That he downgraded himself to the demiurge from the monad, the second logos, to create this beautiful redshift, blueshift world, so we could fumble and bumble and sin and do good things, and at the end write our biography and go back to our home. And how great it is that Christ is returning. And in fact, I believe that today, the 9th of June, the day that Jupiter enters Cancer, where he exalts, and you'll be there for around about a year. I believe that's the return to Christ. In other words,
So this was
sun
an assignment in my class at the Art Institute of Seattle in the 90s.
our people who are awake, not the woke, our field is rising.
It's printed on some
So
kind
we
of
are not only rising
paper. I don't remember what
consciousness,
it's
we are
called anymore.
expanding consciousness, and we have all
And
fields of human knowledge. We know about gematria, we know about astrology, we're not scared, right? We
I
don't
still
believe
have it.
pseudoscience and what the officials say and what the church say is from the devil. And we know about Hermeticism and Judaism and Kabbalah, and we know about sacred sex and saving the seed, which is why little boys were sent to seminaries called seminaries. Wonder why little boys would be sent to seminaries to become a priest when the other boys who wanted to be doctors went to a university.
Right.
What does Satan got to do with ascending and Christ consciousness now, I wonder?
To become peers with each other, right? Peers. Wisdom, right?
Well, before the Jesuits infiltrated the seminaries and introduced sodomy, and destroyed the concept of saving the seed and teaching the boys how to use their sexual energy so as not to ejaculate but injaculate, and therefore inseminating themselves and not someone else first. No use going around inseminating women and getting them pregnant, or your wife, or anyone before you do it to yourself. If a man has not had at least one ejaculation, he is not even conscious.
That's what I'm always saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the unconscious woke people are all ejaculating.
so she's
Not
holding
up or
the
shut up. That's what I'm
monkey
always
like a
saying.
baby,
Yeah.
wrapped up in the ribbons that she wears in her hair.
You don't give that DNA with magnesium,
Her
potassium,
hands are like
these chromium and all this amazing
puppet,
life
kind of like
force
Indonesian
substance
puppet.
to any
Oh, because I probably just got back from Indonesia at that time when I did this.
vampire.
Took a break from school and went to Indonesia
Wow.
Yeah, we've all had
in the 90s.
experiences with energy vampires. I know everyone can relate to that.
And had some
Santos,
interesting experiences
Can you
there.
tell us how you first got into Giordano Bruno? Forgive me if you've already said it before, but we'd love to hear it.
Okay, so in 2013, I toured Europe and did a syncretism tour, right? So when I was in Rome, we went to Piazza dei Fiori in 2013, and it was July. And I brought the syncretists of Rome to the Piazza, and I've got a 6-minute video. I'm going to give it to you, and then you can actually convert it. It's on Odyssey because they pulled my big 300,000 subscribership.
Yes, I will be covering up all these lines with wax.
It's gone, so. But it was saved on BitChute. I'll put it in the chat there for you. There you go. And you'll see me and the Italian group of syncretists doing a 1-minute silence homage to the great Giordano Bruno. And
How did you come across his works? Like, was there a moment where you discovered him, or do you remember it all?
no, I don't. But I don't know how he escaped me before I became. I left the Jehovah's Witnesses in 2005, so I've been, knocking on doors trying to save people's houses since I was 3. But I woke up from that delusion in 2005. Then 2007, since I was good Jehovah's Witness, I read the Bible inside out, upside down, and every which way. And I was reading things like I shouldn't have, like astrology, hermetic wisdom. I was reading everything since I was 14, since I left school. I left at 14 and a half because the teachers were just more stupid than me, and I knew it. And I thought, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I don't want to be indoctrinated.
Wow, I had never heard you. I never heard you mention that actually. I didn't know that you left school at 14.
14 and a half. 15 was the legal age, but I got caught smoking 3 times, right? So the third time you get caught smoking, you get pulled up to the vice president's office. And he was a little man called Chimpy. He looked like a chimpanzee. We used to call him Chimpy. And Chimpy, after he gave me the cuts, which was 6 straight cane bashings on my hands, right? Yeah. Whack, whack, whack. And then he said to me, you got 2 choices, Panasi. You're a troublemaker and you'll never amount to anything. Either we suspend you or you can leave. And I kept my poker face, straight face, going, did he just say I can just freaking leave and not wait another 6 months of torture till I reach 15? Did he just give me that option? And I'm like, yeah, well, I'll leave. And then I was pissing myself laughing for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful.
Okay, I think I got. Oh wait, I need her hand right here.
He gave me the cuts, and Percy, the principal, who turned out to be a pedophile, Mr. Percy, I don't know how many times I would get the cuts. You know, you get the cane on my hands. I get pulled up. Announce you to the office. You know?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
This is in Australia, right?
Yeah, in college, it was a technical college. Because I was Jehovah's Witness and not Catholic, my cousins went to the
So her cigarette is a paintbrush.
The other college. I went to a technical.
Anyway, we'll see how that
all my
goes.
cousins went to the Pomegranate
When I batik this, and I'll probably batik it live. We'll see.
I had the option
Thank you for joining me.
So I learned a lot. I learned how to make a radio there. I learned how to make a miniature automobile.